Hey Betta Babes, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a really chilled, laid back Q&A video. I did one of these a while ago and I enjoyed it, and I think you guys did too. And really, it's just so cold and freezing outside and everything's just ugh. Thought it would be nice just to chill and do a laid back video. So if you want to hear some juicy questions, because there are some juicy ones, then make sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, let's hop right into the Q&A. Okay, so I asked you guys on both Instagram and Twitter for some questions. So we're going to go ahead and start with Instagram. So the very first question I got was from Hunter, and he says, what is the worst part of having so many fish? So really, I don't think I have as many as what people think that I do. The majority of my fish are my betta babies that I obviously raise for selling, for them to go to their new homes. And to be completely honest, nothing is really that hard. It's just not. The hardest part, if I had to choose, would just be the fish not coming out the way I wanted to. Like the coloring and stuff like that, if they didn't turn out how I thought. Or just making sure if there's like runt fish or fish with some type of deformity, making sure that they're okay and that they're having a good life, you know? Like that's something that I worry and stress about. That's something I definitely stress about. So I honestly would just say those will be the hardest things. So the next question comes from Cosmic Gunnell, I think, 04269 on Instagram. And they ask, how's life and what's your most favorite betta fish? So how's life? How is life? So life is kind of hard right now. I'm not gonna lie, the weather is so bad. I'm iced in my house. There's snow and like just the roads are icy. I can't get out, and one of the worst things for my mental health is not being able to get out of the house, because I'm somebody who likes to stay busy, someone who likes to get out and be around other people, or at least see people. Leo, I see cat fur sticking under my door right there, and it's so funny. Anyway, so being inside my house is just really hard right now, and I've just been going through it ever since January, kind of. I'm just on a slope where I'm trying to get back to a happier time. And what's my most favorite betta fish? I don't know if you mean from the ones that I have owned before in my life or not, but if that's what you mean, I guess Sundrop would always just take the cake. Sundrop and Shang Dawson, like the Shang with the G at the end. So this question is so funny. This is from sketch.wild on Instagram. This is just really funny. So their question is, who is Clark's favorite parent or parent? You or your husband? So this is funny. His favorite parent or parent is actually my husband. My husband is way closer to Clark than I am. I originally purchased him to be mainly solding my dog and like a service dog kind of situation to me. That's right when COVID started pretty much. He didn't really get to go through all the training he was supposed to, and he's extra high energy. Like I knew he would be high energy, but way more crackhead energy than I ever imagined, and that's more my husband's kind of thing. And he's like my husband's little best friend. They just are tied to the hip, literally. And Leo's just my guy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm more of a cat person. He takes the cake with Clark. They're definitely like that. And that's not me saying that I don't like Clark, because why would I not? I love him, he's my dog, but they are closer. So the next question comes from Nanda.lee on Instagram, and she asks, why is a lot of your crystal collection at your mom's? So I started getting into crystals when I was not married yet and when I was at my house, and so I had already gotten the collection there. And because I am here such a big portion of the time for work stuff, such as filming videos, taking care of the animals and all that kind of thing, I just wanted to leave them here because that's my thing. That's my personal me time, relaxation, hobby thing that I love. My husband's obviously like not into those types of things, and I just thought, like, why not keep it here just for like while I'm here, the zen. It's my hobby, and stuff like that. Like, they're my personal crystals, and that's kind of why. I mean, that may be a little bit weird, but I kind of think it makes sense. I've heard before they say that not even like letting other people hold your crystals because of energy transfer is kind of a thing. And so I don't know, they're just kind of like in my personal little area, and that's just kind of how I like them. With that being said though, I do have some crystals at my house though, but they're not in like a little collection, they're just spread out as decor. All right, and then just to switch over to Twitter really fast, my next set of questions comes from a guy who tweets one. So the very first question he asks is, if you could live in another state, where would you live? So I don't necessarily have a certain state, but I do have areas. First of all, I don't think I would ever live in the Midwest. I live in the South right now. I'm glad that Tennessee has some cool stuff going on in our state at least, but never would I live in the Midwest. Honestly, I think I would be really good fit for like city, like a New York situation on the East Coast, or like a Massachusetts area. I love the rich history of it. I think it's gorgeous up in the East Coast. So somewhere up there, or I would totally take it the opposite direction out west and I would go to California. I think I would be a good fit for like LA situation. And if not California, definitely one of those beautiful states in like the Pacific Northwest or Colorado. So like Colorado or up there, or like in Washington or Montana situation. I think those places are beautiful, so that's where I would probably migrate to. And then the other question, this one's a juicy. Have you ever dealt with other shady pet YouTubers? If so, explain. So I definitely feel like I've talked to some before that haven't, I kind of just felt like they didn't like me situation, you know, and that's because like I read into things and I'm always nervous people aren't going to like me, and I have had that situation where I'm like, oh crap, I don't think this person likes me, but it's nothing really against them, it's just me overthinking. But I will say there is one pet YouTuber, and I don't want to say their name. I'm not going to say that because I know they've done some things towards, you know, friends, and they've tried to hurt them in their channel, and they've also said some really hurtful things to mutuals and friends of mine, and have just been a terrible person, like really terrible racist and really bad. And this is a person who has a lot of clout, and they're really not a good person. I just am not going to say their name for the simple fact that I'm scared to get like attacked, so take that as you will. The next question is, what is one thing you like about doing YouTube, and what is one thing you dislike about it? That's another really good question. So for what I like about it, I love it because I really love sharing things. I love to think that I'm helping someone out there, which I know I've gotten so much feedback from you guys, and I know I've helped people, and that's really what matters to me. And it's fun, and I'm so thankful I'm able to do this as a job that really is just caters to, I think, who I am as a person. And I'm also thankful that it's brought me my shop, so like those are amazing aspects. But what I dislike, if I'm being completely and utterly honest, is I hate that I feel like sometimes people just only want me to show animals, and it's like if I try to do one little thing that's not animals, they're like, where are the fish, where's the animals? And it really hurts, I'm not gonna lie. I'm so thankful to have started to incorporate other types of videos to my channel that really do express who I am as a person, because I'm way more than my animals. I love way more things, and I'm glad to start doing that. I just hate how some people are towards that. And then the second thing is, I hate like when people ask things that are clearly stated in my videos, and it happens a lot. Or I hate like when people try to take advantage of my, I don't want to say clout, but like my standing, and ask me for shout outs, or like demand questions all the time as if I'm Google, when they're like really easy to just look up. Sometimes that gets kind of frustrating, not gonna lie, after like I get it all the time in my DMs, so that's kind of frustrating. But I do love talking to my subscribers in the DMs, and I love, you know, sharing things and all that kind of stuff. So don't get me wrong there, like don't be scared to DM me. It's just those people who are like nagging me or asking for like shout outs and stuff like that. Not cool. Don't do that. And the last question, I think I saved the juiciest for last. Going back to Instagram, it is from Callie, and she asks, are you a virgin? So to answer that question, no I'm not. I am married. And when I was thinking about like what to say to answer this question, I was like, well, yeah, like I am married, but you know what? Some people who out there who may be asexual or like they don't like intimacy or physical touch, you know, you don't have to have sex just because you're married. You don't have to be into that. But for me, like, yes, I am married, but I was not a virgin. Like, I lost my virginity before I was married, I guess we'll put it that way. But I guess the more short answer is no, I'm not. Because I am married, and I chose to also, of course, have sex before I was married as well. So haven't been for quite a while, but yeah, that's the juiciest question. Hope you enjoyed. But yeah, and with that one, this is it for the Q&A. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you thought the questions were really interesting and juicy and good and all that kind of good stuff. Maybe I'll do ones like this again in the future if you like it, answering more of your juicy, spicy questions. And other than that, I want to thank my patrons as always: Jeremy, Maddie, Davis, Mercy, Janae, Casey, Mel, Vicky, and Steven. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being a patron. It truly means the world to me. If you guys want to be a patron, the link will be in the description box down below. It helps me out a lot, and you guys get a lot of awesome perks as well. And with that being said, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can do that by hitting my face right up there, and you can watch another one of my videos by clicking right over there, and it would mean the world to me if you guys would do so. And I hope you guys have a great day or night or whenever you may be watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.